If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. Welcome back to the GMS show. We decided to do a show today on Saturday because, I was a little under the weather Friday. Still did 3 Gs, but you know what I'm saying? I had to take it easy that day. So I appreciate y'all for, pulling up and, sticking it out with me, man. I really do appreciate y'all. As you can hear, I'm still a little, but at least I'm not sick. I feel good. It's just my voice is different. I got to catch that back up. Got this lingering ass cough and shit. It's all nasty, but I'm here. I'm good. I'm in good spirits. I hope that y'all in good spirits. We keep that love, that peace, that positive energy, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. GMS fam, thank you for pulling up. I see you, Joe Blash, Young Ruga, Promico, Ben Franklin, Queen Kale's in the building, Glittery Bubbles, C Mo, Arius, Baby G, Vale is in the building, Infinite Umbra. I see y'all. Now, there was a big reason why I wanted to do this because I couldn't wait till Monday to talk about this 5-head ass nigga Stephen A. Smith, man. Now, Stephen A. has had a lot of condemning going around when it comes to certain people, certain black individuals. He'll try to catch himself every once in a while and try to, redeem himself with the community, but we all know where his loyalty lies when it's all said and done. Now, I seem to remember when Kyrie tweeted something, this man had a lot of venom for him. This man had a lot of stuff to say about Kyrie. But when the picture resurfaces of Jerry Jones, the owner of the Cowboys, when a picture resurfaced of this man in this compromising position, now all of a sudden I'm very fond of Jerry Jones and you talking about how long something was. Now, if you don't know what you're looking at, you are looking at a picture in front of a school where black kids were trying to go and learn, and there were a hefty amount of whites trying to prevent them from doing so. And a part of that mob of racist mayonnaise soldiers, as you can see circled in red, was Jerry Jones, a 14-year-old Jerry Jones. Now, this was in Little Rock, Arkansas in 1957, Central High School. Or it may have been another high school. Who knows what high school it was? Just know that they were popping up at all of them to make sure that none of you niggas went there. And for some reason, this type of deep-rooted hate somehow just disappears over time in the eyes of Jerry Jones and other former racists in this country. And then on top of that, so much so that Stephen A. Smith decided he was going to take up for this picture. Listen to what he had to say. Listen.
I'm pretty pissed off.
Oh, are you? It don't sound like it.
And let me say this.
That's the funny part. When Stephen A. is actually pissed off, when he's actually mad, when he actually has a problem with something, he raises his voice. He sounds like one big screaming ass goofy nigga. He don't sound pissed here. Let's listen to how he sounds pissed here when it comes to Jerry Jones.
I'm pretty pissed off. And let me say this. I'm pissed off, but not for reasons that people would think.
No, Stephen A. Smith. Don't try to act like you know what we think. We knew what was finna happen. What you thought, we thought you were gonna be, oh, Jerry Jones, this racist mother. No, of course not.
I'm very, very fond of Jerry Jones. And I'm not hiding that from anybody. Is his record perfect? No. But I'm pissed off because he doesn't deserve what just happened. He doesn't deserve it.
Oh, he doesn't?
One report, our report said he was 14 years old. Yeah. Another report said he was 15 years old. At minimum, that's 65 years ago.
Really?
You're going to bring up a picture of Jerry Jones standing at this protest. No question. What was happening is not something that anybody as a black person should be appreciative about.
He called it a protest. Why is he juggling words around? Who showed up to this protest? You mean this racist prevention? That's what this was. It wasn't a protest. It was a racist, bigoted prevention. White supremacy at its finest, in its purest form. That's what happened. Stephen A., why are you scared to say that when you're looking at exactly what it looks like?
6 students at that particular North Little Rock High School that was trying to desegregate the school.
No one should be okay with it.
Nobody should be okay with that.
Regardless of
We
race.
understand that. We get all of that. We also understand what we as black people and as black folks, black men have to deal with. And by the way, to some degree, we still deal with a lot of things, and we all know it. Racism is alive and well. Bigotry and prejudice is alive and well. We get all of that. But you're going to bring up a photo of him when he was 14, 15 years old. 65 or 66 years ago.
Hey, you just null and voided exactly what the fuck you just said. If racism is still alive and well today, you mean those same ideas and the same type of mindset is still happening in 2022, and you talking about a picture and trying to minimize it because it was 60-something years ago? Do you understand that Jerry Jones is still alive, motherfucker? You think that just left his body? You think that just left his personality? You think that hatred has gone away? You think that was the only time in life that Jerry Jones was being racist? Y'all got to hear what Jerry Jones had to say about it. Let me finish this real quick.
This is where cancer culture gets into the mix, and you're making an attempt to eradicate him, what he stands for, and all he has done. And by the way, I don't have a problem with the photo. I don't have a problem. If he was 30, 35, 40 years old, that's different.
Right.
14, 15 years old. 14, 15 years old.
Right.
But we're going to lean on somebody when he was 14, born and raised in the South, and we're going to pick it up 66 years later to say, you know something?
Yeah.
You ain't hire a black coach. I think that's pretty low. I really, really do. I think that,
you do?
I think that part is pretty low. If he were an adult, that would be different. But a 14, 15-year-old kid raised in the South who literally is just standing there looking, and we use that to bring up in the year 2022. Oh, this is where you are. You got to explain this. You ready to explain what you did when you were 14?
I wasn't outside trying to prevent white people from going to school, Stephen A. Smith, when I was 14 years old. What were you doing when you were 14 years old, Stephen A. Smith? I'm pretty sure there was a white nigga that looked like Jerry Jones calling you a nigger. What the fuck is he? What is he talking about? What is Stephen A. Smith talking about, y'all? Let me put this in perspective. You're talking about because he was a teenager that we have to dismiss this, right? Or that he didn't know what was going on, or that because he wasn't an adult, why are we holding this against him? Funny you asked that question, Stephen A. Smith, because I seem to recall Trayvon Martin being a teenager when he was gunned down, and there's people out there who justify his death because he was a black boy in a hoodie. He was considered an adult because he was a black boy in a hoodie. I seem to recall the Central Park Five having the death penalty called against them as young children for a crime they did not commit. They weren't looked at as teenagers who were just walking in the fucking park. They were looked at as rapists and animals. Ask that question again, Stephen A. Smith, what we did when we were 14. Bigger question is, why is this 14-year-old participating in this type of actions? Where's his parents? You think his parents didn't teach him that? Stephen A. Smith, you think he didn't grow up with this mentality? This nigga owns a football team. Refuses to hire black coaches. And you think we can't use this factual, real picture of him actively participating in racism and bigotry and white supremacy? You think we can't use that against him to be like, oh, I see why he won't fucking hire a black coach? You don't think that's fair? Stephen A. Smith is the worst coon in sports history. Matter of fact, Stephen A., who the fuck are you talking to? Who are you talking to where you're asking them what they did when they were 14 years old? Are you talking to yourself? Is that a self-projection? Because I know you aren't talking to black people. I know you are not talking to. I know this wasn't because that's who you have to be addressing. Because that picture directly affects black people. You were so quick to hop on what Kyrie needed to do and what was fair, what was stupid when it came to what Kyrie did and him having to face the consequences of things he did. But because a picture is 60-something years ago. See, this is the thing that I brought up when it came to that whole Kyrie shit and people talking about history. See, they have brainwashed and manipulated black minds so much that even other black people like Stephen A. Smith can disregard our history in this country and the things we went through. But when it comes to a nigga tweeting a fucking link, then we got to worry about a whole nother Holocaust happen. Man, come on, man. Black men are not allowed to make mistakes in this country because we have to be made an example of time and time again. But when it comes to these white people doing this weird shit, we got to give passes. Nah, Stephen A. Smith, I'm not giving passes to Jerry Jones. I'm sorry, I'm not. Now let's listen to what Jerry fucking Jones had to say about this. Please listen carefully. I'm going to turn off the music so you guys can listen to this man say this very clearly and let me know how you feel about his response.
Yeah, that was, 65 years ago, and a curious kid. I didn't know at the time the monumental event, really, that was going on, and I'm sure glad that we're a long way from that. I am, and we just that would remind me just continue to do everything we can to not have those kinds of things happen.
Any regrets of just being in the photo, being there at all?
What?
Any regrets on being in the photo, being there at all?
Well, I wouldn't have just dug that up for sure.
Right.
I mean, seriously. But that was curiously, I got criticized because I was more interested in how I was going to be punished by my coaches and everybody for being out front. But nobody there had any idea, frankly, what was going to take place. We didn't have all the last 70 years of reference and all the things that were going, and so you didn't have a reference point there. Still, I've got a habit of sticking this nose in the right place at the wrong time.
Did you get?
Look how this nigga's playing this shit off, fam. Look at how this dude is playing this shit off like he wasn't actively in front of a school yelling nigger at black children. Like we have a still picture, dog. I bet you if there was video of this situation, you will actively see this man yelling out the hard R. I have no doubt in my mind. Then to act like you were just curious, like you were just walking down the street and seen a mob of white men and said, "Oh, I wonder what they're doing. Let me go over there and see. Oh, look at these colored children trying to get in this school. I wonder what's going on here. I wonder what's happening. Why are all these cameras out here? Why are all my white brethren mad? I'm so curious." Man, if you don't get this bullshit out of here.
Did you get in trouble with your coach for being there?
I sure did.
Did you?
What was the punishment?
Well, I was a young sophomore trying to make the team, and they kicked my ass.
Jerry, it came after the Little Rock situation at Little Rock Central, though, right? That photo and that incident.
He won't even look at the reporter while he's asking the question.
That incident came after the situation at Little Rock.
He's not even looking at the black man who is asking him these questions. And Stephen A is talking about holding something against a nigga from 60-something years ago. He won't even look this black man in his face.
Central.
Well, that was North Little Rock,
right,
which was literally just 2 or 3 miles away.
Was it the same day as Little Rock?
As I recall, it was certainly in proximity with it. Those were certainly the issues that were going on, but did not have the
I'm waiting for him to look at him in his eyes, fam. I'm sorry.
It was not the event that the central thing was.
Finally.
You understand the perception people have of you standing there, because that was not exactly a welcoming committee that day.
Yeah, I sure.
Bruh. He didn't even want to look at that black man in his eyes. Do you know why he gets to say he was curious? Just look at the picture. Look at the picture. He conveniently looks curious in this picture. Conveniently, this nigga looks curious as to what's happening by his facial expression. But see, don't let that fool you, because look at who is around him. Look at what's happening. Clearly, there's things being said. There are people blocking these young black men from trying to go to school. There's cameras everywhere. Hard to believe this man was just curious and pulled up. Man, look. Something has to give when it comes to the things that we deal with in this country and what people and how people respond to us. This shit is part of our history. And they continue to disregard this shit like it's nothing. And we supposed to sit back and just be mad about it on social media? Fuck that shit. Another slap on the wrist for another in power white supremacist who is trying to mask the fact that he's racist through saying, hey, look, I'm giving black guys a chance. I love black people. Look at me standing here taking a knee. Y'all see why he had to take the knee, right? Y'all see exactly why Jerry Jones had to take the knee when NFL players was kneeling during the fucking national anthem, right? It wasn't because he was trying to stand in solidarity. It wasn't because he loved his players and he understood what the fuck was happening with them. It's because this picture existed and he knows what he fucking did back in the fucking days when it came to racism and segregation and white supremacy. Cover your ass at every motherfucking moment. Now, enough about this fucking weirdo, this liver-spotted cretin. I want to talk about this, man. Today won't be a long show, but I want to talk about the situation with Charleston White, man. So, video went viral a couple days ago of Charleston White at a podcast or during an interview somewhere with somebody named DJ U. And I believe the subject of him dissing the dead or disrespecting the dead came up, and how they would have liked him to handle those situations or would like him to handle those situations from this point forward. But you know that you can't tell somebody like Charleston White anything because he will blow that up out of proportion. Now, I want to speak on this situation because the same thing that these people who support Charleston White and only pay attention to the things that he says that are factual will look at this and be like, yeah, he's still right because listen to what he said, listen to this, listen to that. But I want to tell you why this is wrong on all levels when it comes to this type of bullshit. Let's watch what happened.
Then fuck they mama. I done helped them bitches. So somebody else helped them hoes. And I ain't fucked now bitch and could have fucked the bitch. So y'all go help the bitch. Since y'all got so much to say, bitch, give me back the money then, hoe. Fuck ass bitch. I ain't have to help now more of you rotten ass hoe. Bitch, my mama ain't got a bunch of kids that died. Bitch, all you hoes buried your baby. Fuck y'all pain, bitch. Give me back my goddamn money, hoe. Or suck my dick, bitch. In Chicago. Fuck y'all, suck my dick, bitch. I keep a goddamn gun for whatever. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about shit. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun, nigga. Nigga, I keep a motherfucking gun, Chicago. Say, homie, you better, nigga, what you got? Man, you better sit down, homie. What you mean what I'm on? Nigga, don't fuck with me with a gun in my hand, nigga.
Chill out, man. You went too far. Y'all went too far, man. Y'all doing good.
Say, nigga better not fuck with me no gun in my hand, my nigga. You run all up on me with my pistol. Nigga, you a lying nigga better not say nothing to me when I grab my pistol, nigga. Tell me what I can't say. Nigga, fuck out, nigga. I'm brain. Watch out, my nigga. Watch out, my nigga.
Don't do them this while they out here, bro.
I ain't doing nothing like that. Nigga better not walk up on me telling me about what I can't speak on, nigga.
That man ain't tell you nothing, bro.
Say, homie, I don't give a damn about nothing.
He vibing with you,
He
bro.
ain't vibing with me telling me I can't say what I can say, nigga. Nigga, I don't give a all that say. Nigga, let me say what I'm gonna say, nigga. Who told you that? Say, homie,
Bro, vibing with you. Come on, man.
Interview over. Nigga, I say, nigga, I grab my motherfucking gun. Ain't nobody coming and shoot violently. Ain't nobody coming and shoot violently.
Now, here's what I don't like about this situation, man. Charleston White is supposed to be the guy that is against niggas doing erratic shit like that against their own. He doesn't like black men killing other black men, supposedly. He's not down with none of that weird shit. What I saw in this clip, I didn't see anybody be aggressive. I didn't hear anybody say anything disrespectful, but yet here's Charleston White going straight for his gun for absolutely no reason. Give me a reason why he decided to do that. And no, it wasn't staged. It wasn't fake. That wasn't fake at all, because what you didn't see was the guy in the yellow that came up at the end. I don't think that was on this video that I played, but they almost got into it. He had to leave. Cause you pull a gun on somebody, you gotta be prepared to use it. I'm sure Charleston knows that, right? I'm sure Charleston knows when you pull a gun out on somebody, you should be prepared to use it. It's not for show. It's not to try to make yourself look tough or to try to prove a point. There was no actual reason for him to pull it out, but he did that. And there were people that were trying to justify it by saying, well, did you hear what he said about how they be talking about so-and-so and y'all don't care when the rappers be talking about smoking on my dead? See, this is what I hate about this whole situation, is because how are you using the y'all excuse to justify being ignorant? Who is y'all? Who the fuck is y'all? Why is that an argument whenever somebody has something to say about the dumb shit that Charleston does? Because I don't seem to recall myself championing any fucking artist that talks about smoking dead ops. I don't listen to them niggas. I'm not fans of those niggas. So who are y'all? You can't use the y'all on me. See, you have to talk to me with common sense. He's talked about the parents, calling them out their names because he helped them. That doesn't give you an excuse to demean them and disrespect them because they have a problem with you saying stuff about their child. You didn't think they had a problem with the other niggas that had something to say about their children? You didn't think that was a problem to them? It was only a problem when you said it? See, Charleston White, this is the problem with people like the ones who say that they have a certain purpose out here. You can tell the gimmicks and the notoriety and trending every week is more fascinating and more entertaining and more interesting to Charleston White than actually getting a message across or trying to actually change the mindsets of niggas. There's more people out there that want to prove a point to Charleston White than people that are actually listening to what he has to say. And I don't know about somebody, I personally don't rock with people who will put a mask on like they're actually trying to do something greater than what they're doing when really it's just they trying to entertain themselves. Charleston is entertained by himself now. He's not making money from helping the youth. He's making money from being a gimmick, from being a social media personality. He's getting booked to do comedy show stand-ups and to do interviews on podcasts and radio shows to talk about dumb shit, not to actually talk about what we should be listening to. It'd be sprinkled in. Like, I don't like the sprinkled in motherfuckers. Like, you can talk about hiding the medicine and the candy and all that bullshit, but if you actually, if you are showing who you are on a daily basis, I'm just gonna have to take you for what you are. I'm not gonna be one of these people that have to ignore or try or choose to set aside the fuckery just because I want to hear you talk about what we already know about the black community. And he says stuff like, when they kill me, I'm gonna die a martyr. No, you're not. You're gonna die a goofball. Because you're presenting this stuff. You want this, you want this type of energy. Nobody's gonna kill you because they want you to shut up talking about what's real out here. They're gonna kill you because you're inviting them to do so. You're antagonizing people. It's not because you're somebody out here trying to spread the truth, Charleston. That's what's probably confusing the hell out of him. He probably thinks that all these niggas probably want him to die because he's exposing them and he's against them, and he's the only one that's going against all these rappers who's talking about killing another black man. No, Charleston, that's not what niggas gonna remember you for. You think people gonna post up clips of you saying real shit after you die? They gonna post up clips of you antagonizing motherfuckers, talking shit, doing crazy shit, all types of dumb shit. I honestly can't rock with that. I've heard the things that Charleston has said. I've heard how he's addressed certain situations. I've agreed with multiple things that Charleston White has said when it comes to certain shit about our community. But I'm not going to push him through the forefront or try to advocate for him to be the voice of the youth. Do you think there's more youth out there listening to the positive and the real shit that he's saying, more so than trying to be somebody that's on the internet doing the same shit he's doing? Trying to antagonize other motherfuckers, trying to go against niggas, trying to call the police on niggas, all types of shit. You think these kids are out here trying to be like, yeah, well, you know, we need to be worried about ourselves and we need to take care of ourselves as a black community? Or do you think that these niggas out here saying nah boo boo? What do you think they saying? We got to keep it real, man. This man sprinkles a couple truths inside of a cesspool of bullshit and gimmicks and propaganda. Pulling the gun on these men is no better than the niggas that he's trying to go against. And I wholeheartedly believe that, man. That is some clown shit. And also, speaking of some more clown shit and about accountability. See, what's crazy about the whole Kyrie situation and Kanye situation, and basically the narrative being that black people are anti-Semitic. You had Kanye, who I believe, and hear me out. No, I don't think Kanye is all the way right up there, but I do think that Kanye does some things to try to prove a point. And with all this talk of anti-Semitism and things that are being said that is against the Jewish community and things that people need to do to, you know, to make up for the things that they may have said or insinuated when it comes to the Jewish community, i.e. Kyrie Irving having to be suspended or donate money or meet with owners and the ADL and Jewish leaders and shit like that. Kanye brought along with him to Mar-a-Lago to meet with Trump a young man by the name of Nick Fuentes, somebody who I didn't know really much about, but didn't even care to know much about because I knew that he was one of these extremist, right-wing or whatever you want to call them, white boys that say dumb shit, done got banned all through the internet. I believe they say he's a Holocaust denier, somebody who says that the Holocaust didn't even happen. And Kanye brought him to meet with Trump. And during their meeting, he said Trump was very impressed by this kid. Now, tell me again, what is it? Because, I mean, Trump's not president anymore. He's just the ex-president who's roaming the country going to rallies and still trying to keep his MAGA clan alive. So tell me again, what is there anything that Trump had to do? Because he actually met with somebody who is anti-Semitic, right? And he was very fond of him. He was very impressed by him. He allowed him to come to his residence in Mar-a-Lago. Where is the 6-step requirements? Where are the donations? Where is the outrage? You can't push a white man in the corner to do something he don't want to do, because that doesn't exist in this country. And then Kanye's dumbass got dissed to his face, got yelled at by his daddy Trump, and also got his baby mom dissed to his face. Trump said, "Tell her I said it." By the way, Kim Kardashian is a big bootied whore. She is a parasite to the country, and her vagina probably smells like freshwater bass. Yes, Kanye, tell her I said it. And then Kanye said, "That's the mother of my child." Shut your ass up, man. I don't want to hear that shit. You still entertaining the goofy nigga. You still going out of your way to try to meet with this nigga because you, for some reason, still feel a connection to Donald Trump. I don't know what that is. But another display of Kanye only doing things that serves him. You know, he picks and chooses when he wants the black community to be on his side. Then he wakes up one day and decides that he wants to get that white validation all over again. I don't know. I can't back. I'm not going to be the one to back Kanye or try to speak, you know, in support of Kanye, because Kanye clearly seems like he's on his own path. And when you're on your own path, you don't necessarily care about the community or people around you. You only care about what it is you want to get done and only care about the things that you want in life. So I refuse to allow Kanye to try to push us or steer us in a direction where we are trying to have his back for anything. He's making all these decisions on his own. Let him do what he wants to do. If he wants to crash and burn, or if he wants to try to save himself out of retribution, whatever it is, he's on his own. He's on his own. Now, as far as the Kyrie situation go, they're going to try to milk this as much as they can, but it's very hard to do so. They tried to, excuse me, they tried to get on Kyrie because he wished everybody to have a great Thanksgiving, even though he doesn't celebrate. They tried to use that against him. Like, oh my God, look, Kyrie said he doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. What an evil person. The nigga said, "I hope y'all eat for me and have a great holiday." And niggas still took it and twisted it. Fake outrage, man. Fake fucking outrage. And I'm tired of it. But that shit won't last for long, man. People getting called out left and right. There's a lot of people that don't pay attention to that type of shit anymore. And what people are trying, in the narrative that they're trying to push. You can put up a hashtag. You can put up a headline. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Niggas ain't listening no more. And I hope y'all continue to have a mind of your own. I really do. Continue to have a mind of your own. Continue to think for yourself. Continue to be vigilant. Continue to use your voice the way you should. You know what I'm saying? Like, GMS fan, for one, I know that this chat and the people that support this channel are very, very, very intelligent individuals. And y'all got y'all head on straight. So I ain't got to worry about shit. The one thing that I can ask of y'all is, any chance that you get, make sure you show love and support to your fellow brother and sister. Make sure that that is a priority during the day at some point. You know what I'm saying? Do the little things, man. When you see somebody else, black man, nod. Say hey. Say how you doing. Say God bless you. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? There's certain ways we can start to show camaraderie in the littlest of ways and build back that trust and that fellowship between each other by simply just showing love on a daily basis. You see a black man, you see a black woman, how you doing? God bless you. Have a great day. I believe in that type of shit. You see black businesses that need support, show support if you can, man. If you got it, show support. You know, it ain't got to be every black business, but just do what you can. We have to create our own ecosystem. That is the only plan now. This is the only plan that we have that will work for us, is if we all come together and only want our own to progress in this society the way that we should. We cannot look for anybody else to try to help us. We can't look for the white people. We can't look for the Mexicans. We can't look for the Asians. We can't look for the Muslims. We can't, none of them. We can't look to anybody else besides our own. We have to focus on what we need to do in this country to make sure that we solid, because only we can have our backs at the end of the day. Every other group that you watch out here that moves the way that they do and has the things that they have is because at the end of the day, they look out for each other and then try to play it like they for everybody else. We need to do the same. We need to do the same, and we will see a difference. We will see progress at some point. I love black people. I think black people are the most amazing, talented, hilarious, and most complex people in the world. And we deserve a lot more than we have in this world, especially in this country. GMS fam, the Green Room, I want to thank y'all for pulling up on me today. It was a wonderful show. I know it's Saturday. I want to make sure y'all go and continue to have a great rest of your weekend. So I'm going to make sure we close this out the right way. Make sure you hit that like button. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I would most appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And when the live is over, make sure you leave a comment on the video. Let's go. I want to see those comments under this video when the live is done. Oh, wow. Thank y'all, man. Y'all got this new freestyle I did a couple weeks ago, man. Y'all got that to 300 views, man. Wow. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate that, man. Trying to get myself back into making music, man, and I finally came out with something that I've been waiting to do. I've been procrastinating, trying to make something new, and I was like, you know what, man, just go for it. You already know what you're doing. You already know how to rap. Just put some shit out, man. So I put out a freestyle to PG Baby. Shout out to Red Veil. If y'all don't know who Red Veil is, it's an artist coming up. Really, really dope artist coming up out here, man. Getting a lot of shine, getting a lot of recognition as he deserves. He has a song called PG Baby, and I went and I rapped on that beat, man. So if you want to go hear that, hit that link that I just posted in the chat. I just pinned it to the top. Hit that YouTube link. Go listen to it. Go hit the like. Go leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Support them raps, man. Leave a comment on this video as well when the live is over. Once again, hit that like button. Follow me on the socials. Hit the Cash App. GMS fam, the Green Room. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Smoke something. You already know what's going on. GMS fam, the Green Room. We out.